Pop Lacey is a charismatic, talented Division I football player who holds his family and faith above all. Coming from the town of Reading, Pennsylvania, he never thought he would spend 4 years playing and his last year leading a D1 program in Durham, New Hampshire. We sat down with Pop to find out what makes him the leader and the person he is. So Pop, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're gonna start with your childhood. Can you just kind of walk me through, what was your decision process when you wanted to play football? Was there any other sport that you played when you were little, or was football always the answer?
Well, for me, I come from a family who loves playing sports. My mom played basketball in college. My dad played football, baseball, and basketball all throughout high school. Pretty much when I was younger, it was natural to me to always have a ball in my hand, playing around and stuff like that. I kind of always had a passion for not only football, but baseball. So growing up, I played football and baseball and basketball. It was just a fun aspect for me. It was natural to be able to play and enjoy each and every sport that I was playing. And football wasn't always there first and foremost, but I can say they all rotated. Yeah. But football was the final answer.
You said both of your parents were athletes themselves. Did they kind of inspire you to play sports, or who was your biggest influence?
Actually, my dad and my older brother. Ever since I was younger, they played, coached, watched me, gave me film. My cousin Aaron Beasley, ever since I was in middle school, took me and taught me how to train, backpedal, taught me how to read coverages, taught me how to do everything like that. So I'd say pretty much those three. And my mom as well sometimes. She'd even help me with the mental aspect of things with football. So I'd say pretty much all three of them.
Now, how many siblings in the Lacey household? You said you had an older brother, and I know you have two younger siblings. Mm-hmm. How many of there are you?
In the Lacey household, there are 2 people still living in the Lacey household. My younger sister, Josiah Lacey, and my younger brother, Freddie Lacey. And then we have 3 older siblings. My oldest sister, Takira, we call her Newt. That's one of the nicknames. Then goes my older sister, Sade, and then my older brother, Barry Lacey, or he's a junior, and then we call him Boomer, so, and then me. They were actually much, much older than we were when we were growing up. Pretty much they would, since 2 different households, they kind of come around on the weekends, summers. Pretty much we go up there, see them all the time. It was only a 25-minute trip.
When you first decided you wanted to go to UNH, who was the first person you told?
I called my dad.
Your dad? What'd you say?
He was actually here with me. Okay. So when I decided that I wanted to go to UNH, we were on my official visit here. Actually, he found out when Coach Mack found out. So those were the 2 people that found out first. Yeah. Went into Coach Mack's office after my dad told me that, and told him and Coach Mack at the same time. Mm-hmm. And then after that, called my mom. She started crying. She was bawling her eyes out. Actually, she was very thankful. So.
Yeah. So now in your senior season, you're captain. What does it mean to be named captain of the UNH football team to you?
To me personally, it means the world. That means my teammates respect me. That means my coaches also respect me. That means kind of you're putting that stepping stone of kind of great leaders that have come through here. Coach Santos, Casey DeAndre, people of that great nature, Ryan Farrell. Those were the seniors who were there when I was coming in, and it was kind of being able to lead the team like that, like they did, and lead them to not only to the playoffs, but to bounce back after hard losses, to bounce back after tough outgoings and everything like that, to be able to get a team that is an underdog and make them believe in themselves enough that they can play with anybody in the country and anybody in the conference. It just means the world to me, and I'm very thankful and humbled.
And you've had to, you started as a leader on the field, but you got injured and have had to be a leader from the sidelines. Mm-hmm. How have you adjusted that role?
Sometimes I overstep my boundaries, trying to do too much, trying to talk too much.
Running around in crutches.
Exactly. Ever watch a game film, you see the crutches go up in the air when we score a touchdown or anything like that. That's me. That's me. Kind of just being able to, when maybe a coach is yelling at you, all right, listen, that's cool. All right, bounce back. This is you. This is what you got. This is what we got to do.
You said you treat this kind of like a stepping stone. You reference people like Coach Santos and Casey DeAndre. What's the kind of reputation you want to leave behind after serving this leadership for the team? How do you want people to remember Pop Lacey?
Just a hard worker. I was nice to people. Kind of just put your head down and grind.
Yeah.
Good things will happen, bad things will happen. Doesn't matter. But like as long as you can get back on the horse and keep fighting and keep battling, pretty much I think is kind of what I wouldn't want to leave behind. That kind of like that grit, that effort, that like. So for me, I think like just putting your head down and grinding and like battling through. I think that's kind of the like legacy I would want to like leave behind.